Alexandra, and I decided to do the Thrive program, the Emetophobia-Free version, because I was tired of being tired. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, and very, very desperate for some help. I was certainly not thriving, and I really needed something that was going to actually, well, I was looking for a cure, basically. But I knew that I needed to really put in the effort. However, I had no idea what to do. I didn't have any idea of the steps that I needed to take in order to be able to overcome my mind in that sense. My life before Thrive was not very fulfilling at all. It was very go to work, come home, go to the gym, come home, pretty much as fast as I can, come home as fast as I can from anywhere that I was. But that was really it. It was just all just a circle. And I was tired of it. I was tired of being in that little comfort zone. There were things that I wanted to do with my life. I had dreams and goals and things that I knew that I could do if only I did not have emetophobia. However, even when I wanted to challenge myself, I couldn't get myself to do it very much because there was always that thing that stopped me, which was emetophobia. And it was like my conscious mind and my subconscious mind were constantly fighting, and I just didn't do anything. For so long, I was so stagnant, and I really went against my nature of really being this adventurous person that I once was as a kid, that I craved to be so much again. I wouldn't go to restaurants, I wouldn't go socialize with people, I would avoid making friends so I wouldn't have to socialize. I definitely did not date at all. I didn't go anywhere besides 5 miles outside of my city, if that. And at that, I still would try to manage my symptoms and ask myself, how am I feeling? Am I okay to go outside 2 miles or 3-4 miles outside of my city? The program was significantly different than I thought it was going to be. I thought I already knew everything, but I said, let me give it a chance and see. My favorite parts of the program were mostly that I was able to follow it so well, especially being as stubborn as I was. And I was definitely not too far gone, as I'm sure most people think that they are. It was that exact 1, 2, 3 step thing that I was looking for. I did the program with a coach, and it took me probably a couple weeks before I actually started to see changes, because the tasks were very simple, and especially because there was an emphasis on everything is at my own pace. So nothing is forced. However, there's a lot of encouragement, and that is definitely something that I needed as well. I mean, after the first couple sessions, I went out and started to challenge my limiting beliefs. And at that point, I noticed that it actually was exciting to go and try something new, instead of it always being scary, like, I know I have to do this, but I don't really want to, so I would avoid it. This time it was, I am excited to see what else I can actually do. My life now after the program is a lot brighter. That's probably the best way that I can describe it, because this whole time I felt like I was just going about it with this big old veil, or I described it as a cap, how I could see everything, but there was still a sort of shadow just kind of being casted down over my face. So I couldn't really see the reality of life. I couldn't see the beauty of life. Even if I was in front of a scenery, I couldn't see how beautiful it was, because I was saying, well, I'm in front of this beautiful scenery, but what if I get anxious in this moment? So that's going to really ruin it. Now it's not like that anymore. Now it's the scenery is beautiful, and that's it. There's no more what if this, what if that. It's just what it is. And it's really relieving to be able to see reality for what it is, and not for what I thought it was based on my limiting beliefs. For one, I'm in a relationship, a very committed relationship, and that's something that I was not going to give an opportunity to before Thrive. But I knew that that wasn't the life that I wanted to live either. And so even though we were together for a few months until this recent outing, I still would make all of the excuses to not go anywhere, not do anything. And this time I did. And even at the beginning, I wanted to go back into those old habits, but I said, no, I have my tools. I don't need to be doing this anymore. And he was very amazing to remind me of that. And so I did. I used the tools that I learned in Thrive and went about my day, and we spent the whole day out. No anxiety, no social anxiety, no emetophobia, none of that. And it was truly amazing. Probably the first outing that I have done like that in about 10 years. And that was really great. So I am proud of myself for that, for sure. And I can't wait to see what else I get into. So if anybody is thinking about doing this program, stop thinking about it, just do it. Honestly, the other day when I was writing a post on social media, I was thinking about what my thought process was before I decided to do Thrive, and it was I had nothing else to lose, because emetophobia and anxiety was already taking my life, so what else was it going to take from me if I tried? And that's what I would say to anybody. So just do it. You really have nothing else to lose because these anxieties are already taken from you. So why give it to them? You don't have to. Take that power back.